So this is it. So we're testing the live stream for next week's South Carolina Writers Association annual conference. Kasie and Amber here with you. We're live on Facebook right now, also on the Right on SC YouTube page, and also on the SCWA YouTube channel as well. And we can put this broadcast anywhere. We can put it on multiple Facebook pages. We can put it on an Instagram channel. Like there's just a number of different ways to live cast in these places. So Amber, tell us what people can look forward to if they haven't yet signed up for the conference.
So if you haven't signed up for the conference yet, the best way to find out what's happening is really to go to the website, which is www.scwa.org, and then go to events and then annual conference, because there's so much that it's really hard to talk about in a little bit of time. But I know that, Kasie, this is something that, last year when you were planning last year's conference, it got canceled because of COVID. And one of the intents this year, too, to kind of piggyback on what you were trying to do is really create a conference for everyone, every kind of writer that we have in our membership, and then every kind of writer that we have in our state, so we can attract more members. And that's really what we tried to do with this. So there's something for literary writers, there's something for genre fiction, whether it's mystery or romance. There's something for memoirists, there's nonfiction, there's something for poets. There's something for the indie published author. We have agents there so we're kind of really trying to represent not only the gamut of genres that different writers are writing, but also different types of work that they're publishing, whether they want to go the traditional publishing route and find an agent, or if they want to be an indie author. We have Alexa Bigwharf going to be doing, and I know you've worked with her, she's doing that Publish Like a Pro workshop, so that whether you're an indie author or a traditionally published author, your work will be out in the world and people will be reading it, and it will look like a traditionally published book, a professional product, regardless of how you're publishing. So I really feel like we did a good job at creating a conference for every writer, in our membership in our state.
Yeah, I agree. And these conferences are always so good. We always end up with a really great slate of faculty. We always end up with a lot of really good conversation. And this year, because it is on Zoom, we have the opportunity to reach out beyond our borders and bring people in that maybe wouldn't normally be able to afford not just the conference coming in, but then on top of that, the travel requirement and staying in a hotel and all of that. So even the conference price is such a good price, but then on top of that, you don't have to pay for any of the rest of that stuff. So this is the one time you're going to get a chance to do that full SCWA conference with a tremendous faculty and all this opportunity to network and spend time with other writers, and you don't have to pay for the hotel room. So that's, I think, probably the biggest sell for me. But people have a little bit of Zoom fatigue. How are you feeling as far as being on camera and being in these Zoom rooms?
I did a novel workshop with Stuart Arnan in October, and it was a week-long workshop. We were in workshop for 5 to 6 hours a day, discussing every day. We discussed a different novel, and it was so fun and engaging because he was a great teacher and because we were having great conversation. And I do think that he knew how to engage students regardless of, I think he's a great writer, but he's also a great teacher. And I think that's one thing that we've tried to do with this conference is make sure, one, everyone who is presenting for us understands that they are presenting in this kind of format. And so how can we make this format as engaging as possible? We also have different ways to engage, whether it's in the Zoom classes, whether it's in forums. So we're trying just a lot of different ways to present the material. So some things like readings and some of the panels will be in webinar mode, where that is a little less interactive, but there's lots of interaction through the chat and Q&A. Other sessions will be just the Zoom room like we're used to, where we see all the people. So we're trying to make things look different enough and have enough different types of digital experiences for everyone that gets a little bit rid of that Zoom fatigue, So
I think the challenge, I think, for a lot of people now is that dedication of so much time right in front of the screen. So what I love about using the Zoom capability is you can put Zoom on your phone, and you can attend these sessions on your phone, which means you can walk around your house while you're listening to these sessions, right? There's a chance too, especially in those webinar formats where we're mostly listening to what the instructor is giving us, a chance to multitask while you're doing it, which is something you wouldn't really be able to do if we were all sitting face to face in a convention center. So I'm excited about the mobility of this piece too. And we're going to be broadcasting the live stream in between sessions and some of the breaks, and you'll be able to see it on the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see it on Facebook as well. And this is for the public. This is not, the live stream is not a ticketed thing. And so I think that piece of it too, where if you just want to pop in and see what's happening, and see how things are going, that live stream creates that additional access point.
Yeah, no, I really love that we're doing this, and it allows for us to talk about what we're doing, and for some of our writers who have material books that they want to talk about to get word out of their books to the public. So I think I'm really excited about the live stream. When I'm not in a workshop, yeah, I'm definitely going to be, whether I'm in the car or wherever I am, I'm definitely going to plug into the live stream and see what's happening.
I'm excited about it too.
Over here.
I was over there, I was looking through the schedule, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to attend these things. And then, oh, here's a break. I'll do a live stream. And I was like, seriously, I'm going to be attached to my computer all weekend.
Yeah, you are. And I'm actually
watch Charlie like handing me food from off stage.
Yeah, you're going to be nonstop, I think. I mean, I'm staying somewhere else. I'm kind of trying to treat this, because there's no way that I can immerse myself with my family around, and no way that I can do the things I have to do for, helping to organize the conference with my family around. So I'm actually going to someone else's house for the weekend. And so I'm kind of pretending like I'm going away for the weekend. It's just, it is a lot cheaper because I'm staying at someone's house. But,
man, I didn't even think of that. I totally should have done that. I should have found somewhere else to go and escaped my house the whole weekend.
Yeah.
We have the radio show in the morning. So we're going to be here live on the air from 9 to 10. So we miss a little bit of the conference. Rex and I are
What are you doing for your radio show next week? What is your topic?
I don't know. We hadn't talked about that yet. We haven't decided. Why? You got a suggestion?
No, I wasn't sure if it had any connection to what you're doing for the live stream for the conference, or any connection to the conference in general.
No, I hadn't planned to have it any connection. But we could, I guess. I mean,
why are you doing a topic?
I'm not. I'm emceeing at the conference.
Right.
I'm not actually doing a workshop. But I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. No, I'm just wondering.
Well, wait, I've tried to do this. I've tried to do a live stream while we're also on the radio, and it's impossible for me to manage that. I can't do both things. And two, Rex isn't usually on the camera. And so it would just be people watching me talk into my mic. Like that would basically be the live, like who wants to watch somebody be on the radio? But apparently a lot of people want to watch people on the radio, because we see all these like sports radio shows.
Yeah, my husband watches like Dan Patrick. My husband watches Dan Patrick doing his radio show.
Yeah.
Insane. So
I mean, it's blowing my mind that people want that. They want to watch people on the radio. But anyway, I wasn't thinking we were going to live stream during the show. Back up to my house and broadcast from my home studio for all of our live streams. But all right, we've got a comment from a Facebook user.
Ooh.
Just attended the IBPA conference this week, and I think 2 conferences in 1 month is definitely going to give me Zoom fatigue. Yeah, look. Anytime you spend a lot of time in front of your screen, you're going to get a lot of just screen fatigue. But the beautiful thing about the SCWA conference too is if you're a member of SCWA, all of the videos that we do go behind our paywall. And with the conference, those conference admission is good to get those recorded sessions up to 60 days, right? So all those things are available.
So members won't have them members won't have recordings of conference workshops unless they've paid for the conference. But yeah, every single conference goer will have access to recordings of every session for 60 days. I'm really excited about that because I'm moderating one event, but I had 2 events happening at once that I really wanted to go to. And so now I'm moderating one that I wanted to go to anyway. But then I get to see the recording of the other, which actually, if this were a real life conference, I would have to make the choice. And now I don't have to. I can go back and check that out. So I'm excited about offering those recordings. And so if this person, they could attend the conference and just only go to a couple of sessions, check out the other ones when their Zoom fatigue is over, or in little bits, like one a day.
Yeah. I love that we're making those things available for people for as long as 2 months afterwards. The ability to go back and watch those recordings is really useful. And that was something we learned from Alexa Bigwarf from the Women in Publishing Summit, was that a lot of times people feel conflicted over which session to attend, and then they're able to attend both by choosing one today and then watching the recording of the other. Listen, Amber, thank you for your time this morning. This is how the live stream is going to work. We're going to have different authors coming in, and it won't be this studio. It'll be my home studio, but we'll just be chatting. And I'm going to share the link with my my co-host here, Rex Hurst. I'm not sure if he's going to put it on camera or not.
No one wants to see me. Trust me.
But we're going to be definitely talking about what we're seeing at the conference and what we're experiencing there, and just sort of keeping a diary, keeping a record there, and hopefully we'll build enough anticipation that people are going to feel like they want to be part of it. If they weren't able to do it this year, then definitely next year. Glad to see you, Amber.
Hey, good to see you.
Have a great rest of your weekend.
You too.
Bye.
See you at the conference.
Yes,
Bye.
ma'am. That's it for Right On Ed.